Good morning and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. It is now 11:28 a.m. UK time. I want to just touch on this. Yesterday, I was talking to you about trying to get some more confirmation about people fleeing from Ogun State, Yewa land, Ogun State to Pobe in Benin Republic. I wanted to give you some more information. I was trying to ascertain where this was happening, and I didn't want to just give information out without actually being very, very sure. Here is something I want you to listen to. The refugees on the top of my head there, you can see something I'm reading up there, and I'll read it to you. The refugees from Yewa and Ogun State who have been victims of herdsmen continuous attacks are building up in Pobe, Benin Republic. Yes, you had that right. And the pictures are there to confirm what I'm saying. You can see in the pictures, it confirms very much what I'm saying. The pictures are people. These are people from Yewa land. They are in Pobe in Benin Republic, because the threat of this what do you call it? Fulani herdsmen. The threat is real. It is not something that you can just go, oh, it's just imagined. Oh, do grow up or something, whatever you want to say. This is the real life of what people are faced. This is the reality that the people are faced with, and the government do not care. They don't care because the people are not Fulani. If you're not Fulani, the federal government of Nigeria do not care about you or your family. And these are the things that we've been saying, and we continue to say, so that people understand that these things are indeed what is happening. Beg your pardon, I'm just trying to tidy up something here. Okay, so 1 second, let me just make sure I get that correct now. Okay, so now, like I said, so the picture there speaks volumes. You can see these are people here. In there you can see, I don't know if you can see that. In there are people. Do go and do have a look at it. And it's showing you people in Pobe. Pobe, yes, a place called Pobe in Benin Republic. Yewa people are fleeing there. Look, they've got bags on the floor, their belongings, their little big belongings. Nigeria, so-called Yoruba people are becoming refugees in another land. Now, luckily, Pobe, that is still Yoruba area, really. And this goes back to the time when the French and the British broke apart the Yoruba kingdom. K2 and other areas, I suspect it might be around the same area, are still Yoruba areas. They are Yoruba-speaking people. Ogun people in Benin are Yoruba speakers. They speak Yoruba language. So this is what we are faced with, and we need to be aware. Now, the governor of Ogun State was saying that there is no evidence of people fleeing. Now let me see what he said here. I mean, this you've seen the pictures. These are pictures of people. It's not me just saying it. These are real life pictures. These are people in Pobe in Benin Republic. Now let's watch this video for a few minutes. See if we can bring it up so you can see what we're saying. See, they flee to Benin Republic. That's what you can see in the pictures. You see that? They are fleeing from continuous herdsmen. They are not herdsmen. They are Fulani terrorists. They are building up in Pobe in Benin Republic. Can you see that? So, Governor Dapo Abiodun has some questions to answer. Governor Dapo Abiodun, you have some questions to answer. When the evidence is in front of you, you are refusing to confront the evidence and admit to what is going on. And this is the kind of APC and PDP, all this failure governance that we have. We're fed up with all of them. We need Oduduwa nation. Look at that. Now let me pause that if I can. Can I pause it? I'm going to go back there again. Give me a minute. I'm going to go back. I want to read this section where it says here. You see, the Ogun State governor has tried to woo them with bags of rice and other items to return to the country. How do you woo somebody with bags of rice when their safety is in question? When you cannot provide safety? You as the chief security officer, your job is to provide safety and security. Bags of rice, yes, you can provide bag of rice, but if you don't have a life, you can't eat a bag of rice. Your life is far more important than that. And you're refusing to take on that responsibility. Instead, you're denying it. There's a quote which I want to try and find out. So please keep those pictures in mind. Let me see if I can get your quote. This morning, I wanted to do some check before I said something. And I'm not going to say more until I get that in place. 1 second, please. So where are we now? I'm trying to find this thing for you. Right. Okay. Now, so this is what Dapo Abiodun is trying to say. Let's go here. So Dapo Abiodun is trying to now say, let me see if I can find it for you. Beg your pardon. I saw it just now. I have a lot of information, but sometimes you have to, yeah. The Ogun State government has debunked reports being circulated. So you can see now they're trying to say they debunked reports in some news media that people affected by herdsmen attacks in some parts of Yewa North and Mimeko local government areas fled their communities to seek refuge in the neighboring Republic of Benin. And what did I just show you? Let's go back again. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this right now so you can see. You can see it. Now, I'm going to show you. So what I do, just go back there. Can you see that? So that's the evidence we're talking about. And every time I'll read bits of it and I'll show you again. Listen to this. So, according to the government, the purported movement of people was that of one of those who are not actual inhabitants of the community, but those who came from neighboring country to lease farmlands in that area. Can you see the narrative they're trying to twist now? The chairman of Ogun State Peacekeeping Committee on Farmers Herders Conflict, Kayode Oladele, made this known on Monday in his remark at the meeting of the committee held at the Obas Complex, Okemoson, Abeokuta. Oladele said that there was no crisis in Yewa land that would warrant its people to become refugees in another country. There was a publication for Yewa that Yewa farmers are now refugees in the Republic that has no iota of truth. Yewa being border community also plays host to other people from our sisters and brothers from the other side of the border. That is on the side of the Republic of Benin. We have Hohori and some Eguns who come from time to time to lease farmland in Yewa land, live with us, and they have been doing that for years. So when problems, conflict have started, natural thing is for them to return to their home. Therefore, many people that you are seeing are not actually the original indigenous of Yewa, but they are people from the other side of the border who, because of the crisis, have moved to their country. So it is not as if Yewa people have recruited. We don't have a refugee crisis in Yewa. He stated. Oladele also said the committee at no time asked for the people of Yewa land to stop going to other farms, stressing that the committee has no power to do so. The chairman added that the committee only gave advice to the people residing in the epicenter of the crisis to stay clear of their farms or go in groups if they must go and farm. According to him, the advice was meant for the residents of the people in Asa and not to be the whole of Yewa land. I mean, this is semantics. This is semantics. They are trying, the people of Ogun State are not safe. And the governor is making excuses, using Oladele, the spokesman for the whatever conflict head, whatever they call him. The fact of the matter is that Ogun State is not safe. And all of this is semantics. And when they are saying all of that, here's the picture. And the video is backing what I'm saying. And it's covered by Punch. So are they going to tell us that Punch is talking nonsense? Is that what they're trying to tell us? Let me just get this back. I'll roll that back for you one more time and watch this. And you make your choice. This is by Punch. This is by Punch, by the way. Listen, watch it. Watch. So let me pause that. You see, the refugees from Yewa land, Ogun State, who have been victims of herdsmen continuous attacks. You see? building up in Pobe Benin Republic. You can see that. So contrast that with this so-called attempt by Governor Dapo Abiodun to talk nonsense. Contrast it. Are you following what is going on? Can you see the absurdity of him trying to make some kind of excuse that just won't wash? This is a joke. I'm not even going to finish reading the whole thing. I want to do that's him there. You see, so I mean, it says here, during one of our fact-finding visits, the affected area, Asha village, is the epicenter of the crisis in Yewa North local government. So when we got there, the acting body of the town taking us through the record told us that there were fears of imminent attacks by herders. But in the circumstances they found yourselves, we advised them that they can hold on till everything was okay, and if they must go out to farm, then they go out in groups. The advice was meant for Asha village, not for the whole of Yewa. This is nonsense. You see, they are reiterating nonsense. And listen to what is being said now. And I will play this, and I will be stopping the video in between so you can see what is being said on screen. And you judge for yourself whether what is being said is being exaggerated or if it's real. I mean, this is unacceptable. Now let's do this. Watch. That's Governor Dapo Abiodun. Can you see? Now let me just go back again. Affected villages in Yewa include Oha, Asa, Igbora, Ibeku, Moro, Agbon Ojodu, among others. This is evidence. Governor Dapo Abiodun, you have some questions to answer. What you are saying, you are talking absolute nonsense. And the facts of the matter differ strongly, widely from what you're saying. Now, let's listen on. Benin Republic became an option for the fleeing villagers because of its proximity. Five pregnant Nigerian women were recently delivered of babies at the makeshift camp. 5. And this is something that he will not admit to. And because he's an he's an APC man, obviously, he will do as the boss in Abuja says. And this is Yoruba land. And we need to stand up and speak up. And Governor Dapo Abiodun is a disgrace. He's a failure, and he's refusing to protect the people he promised to serve when he stood as a governor. Your job as a chief security officer, you've fully failed at that job, and you are incapable, you are incompetent, and you need to rise up and wake up to your responsibilities. Whatever they tell you from Abuja, this is about your people on ground. They are fleeing to another country. And that shows that you have failed the people that have fled. You have failed them. Now let's listen up. One of the women said to have had her baby delivered through cesarean operation in a Benin Republic hospital. Look at the hospital in Benin, just across the border. Do we have that in Ogun State for our women? Can you not see that contraption is a failure? Contraption Nigeria is a disaster. Just across the border, they have lights. They have hospitals. Just across the border, 5 women gave birth. And our own government, Ogun State, cannot provide this for the women. They can't. That's a fact. Listen on. You see, try to woo. This governor has tried to woo them with bags of rice and other items to return. How can you woo people into a place that's unsafe? Your job is to first make it safe. Stop going to Abuja. Focus on Ogun State. If anything, Abuja should come and assist you in making sure that they kick out the Fulani terrorists. But they won't do that. You need to get up and get on with what needs to be done. Here we go. So that is in Pobe. That's in Pobe in Benin Republic. The fleeing residents insisted that they will not return to the villages until security improves. I don't call it Nigeria, it's Yoruba land. We need to make Yoruba land safe and secure. The Fulani want our land and they want our people to flee. And we need to reverse that and take our land, kick out the Fulanis. We don't want any produce from Fulanis. We don't want any cows. Say no to cow meat. Say no to cow meat. We don't want the produce. We don't want they want just put them away from our land. Send them back to the north. The killing they've done, they've killed us long enough. We've had enough of their killing. And we need to defend our land. And Governor Dapo Abiodun, if you're a true Yoruba man, that's what you should do. You should stand up for your people and not be going to Abuja and saying yes sir to some Fulani that wants to make Yoruba land a sultanate. Wake up. Go and look at the Abuja Declaration and wake up. Stop this nonsense. Let me just I'm going to leave this bit here. And I want that to be what will be the end of this project. I'm going to leave it to the end of the project, this podcast. The people, the fleeing residents of Yewa and other communities in Ogun State, they insist that they will not return to their villages until security improves. Now, we're not in Yoruba land, and the job of every governor, where there are 8 governors, as far as I'm concerned, we have 8 governors, maybe possibly 10 governors. Your job now is to start looking at Yoruba land. Yoruba land. Forget Nigeria. Nigeria is a death trap. If you stay in Nigeria, the Fulani will simply take the land off from us. Enough of this nonsense. We are not accepting this anymore. Governor Dapo Abiodun, it is your responsibility. You are clearly incapable. And we are saying, Oduduwa Nation now, Biafra Nation now, Middle Belt now. Say no to cow meat. Say no to produce from the north. Yoruba people, we are self-sustainable. There are farmers who are being killed in their farms and they want to bring produce from the north. Can you hear the absurdity of that statement? Listen again. Our farmers who want to farm and produce goods, perishable goods that we can eat, are being killed in their own farms. And yet, Miyetti are telling us that farmers in the north want to bring food to us in the south. When it's the same Fulani terrorists supported by Miyetti that are killing our farmers in the south. Enough of this nonsense. We're going for the Oduduwa Nation and nobody can stop us. We have the right to self-determination as Yoruba people. We are no longer slaves of Fulani in our own land. No more. Enough of this nonsense. Please, if this broadcast resonates with you, share, subscribe. I'm doing something here, and this is just to help. I have this product that I'm using, AG Sarah, and that product, it's a plant-based product, and what I've started using it myself. I've been using it since around about December time. I started using it, and I've been keeping notes. Now it's 1 sachet a day. You take a sachet a day, yeah. So I take a sachet a day, and 1 in the morning I do, and that's what it is. And you just open it and pour it onto your tongue, and in the morning before anything else, and then you drink warm water with it. Now, what I've done, as you all know, I've got chronic pain. So with the chronic pain, it made things really bad. And a friend of mine who also had issues, she said, "Oh, why don't you try this? This is what I use. I try and it helps me." And I thought, I tried everything else, CBD oil, everything else. It wasn't really, after a while, it wasn't really helping. So I used it. I started using this for about 2 months now. And I can see that it is helping. I'm not saying it stopped the pain totally, but it's made it manageable for me. It's more manageable. I'm still in chronic pain. I still can't walk far because of my chronic back pain. I've got metal plates in my back. So that is an issue. So I use a mobility scooter to get around if I have to walk far, but all that, I'm still doing this because I passionately believe in our nation. But this is something that it might be beneficial to people. And they sell this product all over the world. So if you're interested, do get in touch with Citizen AY. Leave a message in the comment box or inbox me on the number that you see there. WhatsApp me and talk to me about AG Sarah. And I can tell you how we can go about doing that. And that can be helpful. This is all to help. What I would actually like to say is that I recognize that we have our own products back home. What we need to do to be able to have safety and security to allow those things to flourish. And then we can promote it just like we're promoting this. Because they can only promote things like this from Malaysia and other countries because their country is very safe and secure. We don't have that in Nigeria, in that contraption called Nigeria, or in Yoruba land. And this time, when we get Yoruba land, we are going to provide conditions in which people, our local medicines will be will be sold around the world and promoted just like we're promoting this one. So, but in the meantime, please, if you can, if you're interested in this, if it can help you, it's meant to help with in terms of diabetes and other things as well. It's meant to help. I don't know, but I can only vouch for what I've done so far. If it resonates with you, please do share it. It's called AG Sarah. Get in touch. The number is on the screen. So there we have that done. What I want to say at this point is, please subscribe to us. Click on the button that you see on the screen, the red button on Citizen AY on YouTube. Go and do so now. I thank you all for joining me. Talk soon. Bye for now. Bye. Please donate to Yoruba Rescue Fund. It is time to build a great Yoruba